Yeah, good job, Maiji, in these
Indeed.
tough times. Another business event, to call it so, is definitely a fashion week here in Georgia, Georgi, because the runway show that Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week still pulled together, despite all the restraints that the pandemic brought to this country and to the world, was the one bright light to these businesses. Our reporter Tatia Kakiashvili worked hard to gather fashion voices, and all of them say the same. Sofia Tchkonia did a good job to offer them the opportunity to feel fashion industry survives.
Yeah, we're not touching for these terms, and for this occasion, myself and Elene, some misunderstandings happening around Sofia Tchkonia and this fashion week itself. So I just want to fix that Sofia Tchkonia, she did a tremendous job during these years, putting Georgia on the map of the fashion world, and we are really proud to be a friend and partner of Sofia, and a tremendous job what she is doing to promote Georgian fashion industry worldwide really deserves some additional credits personally from us. So our full support personally to Sofia, and right now, as Elena mentioned, let's bring together designer voices. Our reporter Tatia Kakiashvili, she reports specially for the checkpoints.
Which are only positive, Georgi.
Indeed.
Today is the closing day of one of the main events of the fashion world, Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, which is held in Tbilisi from May 6 to 9. Due to the COVID pandemic, this time the event was held online and featured a total of 12 designers and their works. The latest collections of Anuki, Reckless, Blikvanger, Tchikonia, Dilud, Tako Mekwabidze, Match and Match, overalls and other Georgian designers' newest collections were presented at the Fashion Week. The reason for online presentations was the pandemic and restrictions associated with it. However, despite the unusual format, the autumn-winter collection still got a lot of attention from viewers. This is how Sofia Tchkonia sums up the situation around this year's Fashion Week.
Due to the pandemic, a large number of brands are not represented on Fashion Week. Some designers have chosen to skip this season, which is very bad because it is hard to go back. There are fewer designers this year, but the Fashion Week has not been ruined. For brands that had their business, sales and communications before the pandemic, it was not difficult to keep up with working. That is why the quality did not fall down.
All in all, despite quite an extreme situation, designers still hit the runway.
Unlike last season, this year the designers are presenting our collections as a display. The event is held in digital format because of the situation which is globally around the world. The most important thing is that Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week is still held, which means that we do not stop. Switching to digital format, of course, was very difficult, and it's really better to keep everything the old-fashioned way, but because it is impossible, we had to adapt to reality. Fashion Week is really a bright light for us, the designers, and not just for the designers. It's also very important for the models and any person working in this field. It is a very important event for the country as well, because it makes a huge contribution to the economic development of brands and makes brands survive and continue to exist. Most of the brands presented here really hit the international market as a result of Fashion Week.
Georgian designers say the pandemic has brought big fluctuations to the industry. The main reason is the shortage of tourists in the country. At the same time, problems arose in the part of exporting Georgian collections abroad, the main reason for which is the delayed and expensive transportation.
Today, it is the most difficult period for the fashion industry and in principle for all fields, especially in our country. Events of this level are very important for us, for our development and for the development of brands. Kombinizona did its best to keep up with these modern challenges. First of all, our main challenge was to retain employees, to keep jobs for them. We developed a new vision and quickly realized what the market needed in this situation. Due to transport disruptions, we had to face delays on the local market. The same is true with exports. Since we were very dependent on tourists, when there were no tourists, we were left without revenue. But we try our best to survive.
Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week has been promoting Georgian fashion and creative industry since 2015. It is thought these fashion weeks that the Georgian fashion industry has gained great international support and recognition.
We are BMG. Follow and subscribe for business and economics news.